Hey, what's up you beautiful feckers? How you all doing? So it's the end of the world of Warframe as we know it, but not feckin' really, is it? I mean, whenever we get news of an incoming rework to an aspect of Warframe, we go a little bit batshit crazy, and I can understand why. We invest a lot of time into building around these features of the game. This time around, we've been told that our focus schools are getting a complete rework, and the current abilities and passives that you know and love may no longer exist after the rework, including Narumon's Shadow Step and Zinuric's Energy Overflow. Now, before I go any further, and before any of you comment in full rage mode giving out about them removing Zinuric's Energy Regen, let me quickly just mention that Digital Extremes have said during a recent Reddit AMA that they are looking to implement something similar to that energy regen, whether that's going to be a new arcane or a gem from Cetus or maybe something else. And if it is the arcanes or a new arcane, then they will be a lot easier to obtain than what the current arcanes are. The new ones won't be locked behind any raid or trial, they'll be mission based or standing reputation based instead. I've also been told that they are internally testing different ways for squad energy regen and seeing how it performs, but I couldn't get any exact details because of an NDA. This means that they're not looking to take away something that a large percentage of our player base rely on for, I guess, your high power, low efficiency builds, and not give you something back in return. So hold off on losing your shit and blindly following the toxic train of thought that's out there right now in regards this Focus Rework until we get more details, because right now we do have the bare minimal of information and panic has already set in. Now, we survived playing Warframe before Focus Schools ever made it into the game, and we will move on once they get changed as well. But I do understand the annoyance and the frustration, because some of you will have built entire setups around that energy regen or that stealth either, and put former and of course greater lenses to use as well. So I'm not trying to put you down or be condescending or anything like that. I'm just saying that they are working on replicating certain focus nodes, not nudes. Don't say nudes. They are working on replicating certain focus nodes into a different aspect of the game right now. So just hold off and see what way that works out. Now, the aim of these new focus schools that they mentioned is to move away from our physical Warframe, and it will be aimed more towards, I guess, our operator or our Tenno instead. But don't worry, you will also be getting all of your current focus points that you spent refunded to you, and they've also mentioned that they are going to look into how to go about possibly refunding lenses that you've used as well, because I know a lot of you will have spent platinum on greater lenses to, I guess, max out that focus school. Now, I'm also going to try and clarify a few more things that got mentioned after DevStream 98 during that Reddit AMA, and hopefully calm some of your titties down. Our focus schools from the minute they got added into the game were always a work in progress, and one that really hasn't been touched since we first seen them, so we should have seen this coming. They have always said that they're going to look at it further down the line, so we knew it was going to happen at some stage. We have 55 focus nodes combined from all of our focus schools in Warframe, and we desire 2 of those nodes. That's just 2 nodes out of 55 to get used the most. Energy Overflow from Zinuric and of course Shadow Step from Narumon. They're the 2 that we all look for, which means 53 of these nodes were seen as being pretty average in comparison by the masses or the majority of the Warframe population. That alone should tell you or show you just how much focus schools needed to be looked at. Now, maybe you prefer Vazarin or Madurai or Unairu for their passives like I do. If that's the case, then the Focus Rework shouldn't really impact you as much as what it will with the Zinuric users, especially because we got revives and slash passives and of course armor bonuses, but they relied heavily upon energy regen. Now, I know there are a lot of players who manage fine without Zinuric, and I'm one of them, and I still run perfectly powerful builds, although I do have arcane energized, but some of these new arcanes might be able to replicate that as well, and if that's the case, then don't worry about Zinuric, because it will trump it every fucking time. Now, I know that some frames are intense when it comes to energy regen, and having your build catered towards Zinuric to help you out is a big deal. It helps you manage your abilities and of course micromanage your playstyle as well, and losing a passive energy regen is more than just a minor issue. It missing from your setup could force you away from your favourite frame and towards a different frame that's not as energy intensive or energy hungry. Now, with regards to Narumon Shadow Step, that stealth, I'm not sure whether they're going to try and replicate that or not. Honestly, it was incredibly cheesy to begin with, but I do admit it was incredibly effective as well. So if they don't add some kind of an arcane to help balance out the energy consumption, then certain frames will be a lot less appealing. I mean, a lot of the new frames and of course the new reworks have this so-called synergy to them that requires you to cast 2 or 3 abilities at a time to get the most out of that Warframe, so they're going to have to do something about that. They may even need to look at reducing the energy cost of some of those caster frame abilities. But like I've said already, they have promised that they're looking at maybe adding something to help us out, or even to move certain focus nodes out of that focus school into, I guess, an advanced area for us to still avail of those passives. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't be jumping the gun and getting your testes in a twist and getting pissed about something that we haven't really seen any real information on yet. Let's wait until we get a better look at the new focus school and how it works, and if it's as bad as you all think, then you can go ahead and get your torches out. In fact, if I could give you a small bit of advice with the run up to the release of the Plains of Eidolon, I would say to play without these focus schools over the next few weeks, so that when they do get removed or get reworked, it won't feel like such a big loss. Basically remove those crutches. So in summary, the focus school is getting a complete rework. All of our passives and everything is going to be changed, and they know that a lot of you rely heavily on Xenuric's energy regen, and they want to add something else into the game to balance out that loss of the energy overflow passive. Maybe an arcane or maybe an advanced section of the focus school. Only time will tell, and we will see how it works out. So do me a huge favour, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.